Hey, what's up, man? So today we got Tay Capone in the building, man. What's up?
What's going on, bro? What you on?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much, man. It's been a lot going on in these YouTube streets, man, and a whole bunch going on in the Chicago drill scene. And I've seen you locked in on each and everything. You're doing your thing on your own platform, so I got to salute you. And I see those clips going crazy on social media, man. So people are catching attention, man. So what's new with you, Tay Capone?
Just that, man. Just steady trying to grow my own platform and channel, man. I'm trying to be like y'all in a different way. Get into the content space, but do my own thing, man. Just trying to become a staple in this world that we in now, and just trying to take over and create multiple lanes of income and avenues for me to take over.
And I see it, man. And the fans see it too, man. So you're one of the most highly requested artists for interviews for some reason.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad to hear that people like to hear what I gotta say.
Definitely, man. So,
Mhm.
man, let's kick off to where we are now, man. So there's a lot going on in the Chicago drill rap scene, right?
Right.
Recently, you have Chicago drill rap artist Lil Durk get arrested and put into a proceeding indictment, man. So what have you seen about this situation lately, man?
Man, G, you know what's so crazy with him, man? Like, it's been honestly, like, surreal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, and they've been locked up for weeks now. It's still kind of surreal. It's, like, shocking. Just from being from the rack, I'm just going off, like, what it feel like out here for everybody in this city to get that news and see that happen. You know what I'm saying? It got the streets, it got everything in the city, like, up in arms. Everybody, like, shocked and surprised. A lot of people hurt. A lot of people feeling a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? But it's been crazy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like it's been something that even me, like knowing these people, and like knowing that what people are part of, it's still shocking, bro. Like I don't think like it's not really imaginable. It's imaginable, but it's not real. It don't really set in until some charges come down. You know what I'm saying? And when the charges come down, you see people getting snatched by the feds and booked at airports and all that, for like it's real, for bro. Like
Now, what's crazy about this situation is this is the second time that you've kind of had people that you were associated with who have been through this, man. At first, we had the O Block 5 or the O Block 6 situation, and that was a federal case that was picked up for the shooting of FBG Duck. Now you have a situation where Lil Durk is brought in with 5 other alleged OTF affiliates, and they're being charged in a superseding indictment for the shooting death of Quando Rondo's cousin, a guy by the name of Lil Pap. So this is a crazy situation, and it's causing a lot of attention online, or I should say, a lot of media attention from the mainstream media because of the high level of an artist that Lil Durk is, man. So you're saying for you personally, it feels like an L for the city, or it feels like a loss?
man, it feel like a loss for the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, bro, because unfortunately, like when you get a bigger smirk, man, you dictate a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot is affected. Like I was telling people, even young boy and smirk, like these niggas not getting along affected the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand, bro. These two platinum plaque, 100,000 first week, Grammy nominated type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when they not working and they beefing, you got guys who ain't working with one or the other because they rock with one or the other. So now when I say it affect the world, because we not even getting the music we could have got, because not only is Durk and Young Boy ain't working together, but niggas who rock with Young Boy scared to work with Durk, and niggas who rock with Durk scared to work with Young Boy. So it's a lot of music that ain't even getting made that would have affected the world in a positive way or in just a big way, period, that ain't even getting made because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even just a loss for the city. The city, it's I don't know if it could be a bigger loss. If we talking about the culture wise, you know what I'm saying? The only person you could take bigger than this or mean more is soul. You know what I'm saying? Like this can't be no bigger. Honestly, it can't be no bigger of a shock or a loss for the city. But my thing is, this a worldwide thing that's gonna affect everything. You know what I'm saying? Because when, like I say, when you become that important, bro, like these ain't just guys who got clout, but when they drop, they selling 20,000 first week or something like no, these is perennial big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like these is guys who everybody go out their way to get on songs with. You know what I'm saying? Like so, and they both real street guys too. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people really was like not working with one or the other or rocking with one or the other, bro, because they know it's that real with both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't even just like a shock for the city. That goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? But the world, man, the world gonna miss this on phone. Like,
And you made some very, very valid points, man. During the beef, there was obviously a split in the industry where either you mess with the Quando, Rondo, NBA YoungBoy side, or you mess with the Lil Durk side. You know what I mean? And people were not crossing those, or mixing up in between that at all, man. It was just basically everybody was playing their part and staying on their side, almost like it was like the East Coast, West Coast beef all over again or something like that. But this time it's just broken down into cliques and who you cool with and who you vibe with and who you make music with. But what's crazy also about this indictment is the fact that, Lil Durk, there's been a lot of allegations about his moves before he got arrested. So it was reported that Lil Durk had made purchases at 3 separate airports to try to take flights out of town after the first group of guys that got arrested a week prior.
mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you now? I hate to ask this question in a crazy way, but rock with me. Now, do you think that there'll be any way for Lil Durk to say, hey man, I was just something that I was doing because I might have just took a trip and I tried to replan the trip? Is there any way of talking his way out of that without making it look like he wasn't trying to flee?
I'm pretty sure it is. Like when you got a guy who like life is taking flights, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he overbooked, maybe he underbooked, maybe, like playing something when he was supposed to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like playing I was supposed to been in, Dubai, but now I'm gonna go to Italy, you know what I'm saying? Or something, like I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just saying like his life is built on taking flights. So anything with him taking a flight, I feel like is arguable. Just off the simple fact that's how he make his money. Dirk probably take 15 flights a month, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably takes so many flights, man. I ain't gonna lie, his booking agent or his road manager probably tired of booking. I'm phoning him, like I ain't gonna lie, like shorty booked up. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even like he is dry or slow for him. Like anything with a booking or a flight booking, man, Smirk booked everywhere for so many things, man. You just argue in court, man. I accepted 3 shows in 3 different countries that same night. I had to be at all 3 spots. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tried to book me over there, and over there. You know what I'm saying? And I had all these trips set up whole time. It was on the same day. You know what I'm saying? Like who gonna say that's bop on phone them? You know what I'm saying? Like really, who could really say that, bro? I'm telling you, like I done overbooked myself before. Like I had 2 places to be in 2 different cities in one day. Like sometimes you just be tweaking or something. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, anything with a flight, bro. I feel like because his job description and how high he is, not just because he a rapper, be the hot rapper, one of the hottest. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's something that could be argued and pushed back to the side.
Now, there's a lot of discussion online about the strength of the case against Lil Durk. A lot of people feel like a lot of the things they have against him are weak. And there was something that I wanted to talk about before we get into the conspirators, and if you know any of them or whatnot. But there was a post that I seen today. It was made by Poetic Flacco, and he made a post that just it had me scratching my head. He actually said this. He said that Lil Durk, like he doesn't see the case against Lil Durk working because it seems loose. Because even in the indictment that they have, they never talked about a price for the alleged murder for hire. So how can there be a murder for hire plot listed in the indictment when there's no price? Murder for hire includes a price even in the definition of the charge, which was fair to say. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that for 100% because even when you heard like going back to like the O Block 6 case, you know what I'm saying? When they brought up murder or murder for hire, or like it being, even though it wasn't a hire, murder for hire, federal wise, they kind of in trial Rock made it as such because they tried to basically say that folks them was rewarded $100 for what happened to that man. You know what I'm saying? And O Block changed, so it was like they was basically saying like this came as a result of that happening in the shorty. You know what I'm saying? Well, and they was breaking up a price. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, I want to say I agree with Poetic Flocko on it, but also it's early. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about these things, we don't even know all the co-conspirators yet. We just know they exist. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know names or nothing. We speculate and jam and all that, but we don't really know nothing but that it's other people on the case and other people that, you know, we don't know but what they revealing. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm not even sure what all they have. You know what I'm saying? To be acting like, oh, they don't got this and that. You know, that's all I'm saying, because it's still early. I ain't gonna say they case weak yet because, bro, I don't know what case they have. They only giving out information they want us to know, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
that is true. And what was released by the Department of Justice read like kind of like an essay, you know what I'm saying? And it just listed basic stuff.
yeah.
But I mean, there's different things like there's the indictment, the actual indictment is making its rounds online and people are picking it apart. So he's saying that he read through the indictment and he didn't see those things. But we will see. We will see, because like you said, all this stuff is going to come out in court, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just remember, like, you gotta know how the feds do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tactics, you know, like dealing with the O Block 6 stuff is just another thing that just showed me like they will, it's a gradual thing with them. Like, they'll put something out there for y'all to dissect, and deeper we get into the case, the more and more it getting on and on, it's gonna be more and more things revealed. And cause you know, I think what the feds do, bro, they try to also win the public opinion court. You know what I'm saying? They try to make the world hate you too. Like, not just the court system. They want the world to know what you did, and so the world can cook you before the jury cook you, folks. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
which is a little messed up, because there's supposed to be laws to protect against that, you know? You're supposed to get your day in court, but the way that social media is set up, you can get cooked by social media before you ever step your day in that courtroom.
Yeah, because you gotta remember how the feds work, bro. They build their name off making basically cop out, folk. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to beat a nigga mentally and physically to the ground, to the point where he feel like, man, look, they got me red-handed on this case, folk. The world know what I did, and the judge know what I did. If I don't take this time or take this offer, I'm gonna go to trial and they gonna crack me. So what the feds do, I feel like they try to instill fear in you through public consumption and through the court system. So you go through them buildings, for you going to court, and all the courtrooms big and brown, they look like the courtrooms on TV. You seen niggas get 50 years for, you know what I'm saying? Like they it's like the Fed building got a different mystique in it, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, unlimited budget, man. Like,
yeah,
they can fight you until
like when you go in when you step through their halls, nigga Larry Hoover and some of the biggest niggas in the world have been tried on these courts, folks. So they different, folks. And I feel like they try to win you through public consumption, folks. If we wait another 3-4 months, folks, they gonna try to have stuff out here floating, facts out here that's floating around that's gonna make it seem like them people never coming home. You know what I'm saying?
and you speaking facts, because remember in the O Block case, they actually had informants popping out the woodworks. Yeah, Trench's News jumped out of there. He was already a YouTuber at the time.
And we didn't even know these people, bro. We didn't know none of the, and this was later down the line. When it first happened in the first couple of months and all that, we didn't know none of that. As it got to rolling and rolling and rolling, all you get to see, oh yeah, this and that and this and that, and whoa. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, just play. We seen this before. Like, we and you right now pointing out the similarities. Like, so that just let you know, like, it's gonna be the same thing. We waited out, we gonna know what they know or what they think they know. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna wait. I'm gonna just wait. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that's the facts. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I have not seen no prices, and that is a good point. Like if it's a murder for hire, you have to be paid or some type of way, or some type of way you have to be hired or paid to do something. You know what I'm saying? So that is a good valid point. But you know, with the feds, you don't know what they know or what they are or what they have until it's time to go. Boy, the feds don't even reveal they witnesses, folks. You don't even know who even telling on you in the feds until you really about to go on trial. Like literally, it won't be in your paperwork or nothing for until you really finna go to trial and everything gotta really come out. Like niggas be finding out 3 weeks before they go to trial that this the person, that this the actual identity of these people, folks. Like
yeah, they're really good at that.
Yeah, bro. Really yeah, and a lot of niggas that ain't go to trial through the feds don't even know who told on them, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like don't even know who a witness on their cases or something. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And like we said, they got all that money to hide witnesses, bury them in the system, do all sorts of different things, man. It's different when you playing with the feds, right?
Yeah, it's definitely different, bro. That's one thing my pops told me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different ball game. The feds don't even give you years, bro. They give you months and send you to the back, let you count it on your own. That's why I give you 275 months. You got to go back to the back and just. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta count 275 months. Like what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, man, I ain't never getting out of this joint.
Yeah, like that is just like why y'all even do that? Like, bro, just tell him he got 50 years so he know what's going on. You done made this man. You done made this man do a math lesson after he got cracked on photo. He now he in the back counting his fingers. Telling me,
and it sound way worse. I ain't gonna lie, it sound way worse with the months.
Man, bro, I'm telling you, it is. You know what I'm saying? Because it really don't hit you till you get in the back. Like, damn, what was that? Is that 17? Is that 35? I don't know what it is. Like
this is crazy. Yeah.
Right.
All right, Tay Capone. So I wanted to ask you a little bit more about this OTF RICO or this OTF indictment, because it's not a RICO at this time. It's an OTF indictment. But there's several names that have been mentioned so far, and I wanted to know how familiar you are with some of these guys, man. There's a guy by the name of OTF Jam who is getting a lot of the attention, man. Social media is kind of turned on this guy because we've seen him with Lil Durk a lot in the past, and people unfairly, man, have labeled him a snitch when there's no paperwork out there labeling him a snitch. But a lot of people feel strongly about it because of different pictures that are out there that might be Photoshopped, different other things that have been out there. And what do you think, Tay Capone, about this whole OTF Jam situation?
Like you said, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so crazy how the world and how the information can be, you know, deemed true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen basically every blog who posted him said he did it, but the transcripts of what we know now ain't revealed that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the world has deemed him already, even though that's not what, as of right now, the transcripts or any other information we can read about the case say. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, some people, especially people in like my space, or even like me with my type of like, the way I can change people's opinions or even affect people's opinions, I say, like, I gotta be careful when I'm talking about stuff like that ain't been proven. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the world and how easy it was for him. Like, he basically already arguing for his name and he ain't even said that yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he unfairly arguing for his name right now. I'm not making no excuses for him because, like I said, we don't know if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying? The feds ain't revealed but so much yet. One of them co-conspirators could be jammed. But as of right now, that ain't what we know. That ain't even what it said. So I feel like that's just, you know, something that, man, it's just crazy how the world works, man. Like, you can real life, like, you can go through something like that for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't
And
like
here's a question on top of that. Is the when it comes to like this meme culture that we got, where we make a joke out of everything. You know what I'm saying? But for the person going through it, like for Jam, let's say Jam for like he hasn't put his head out there and spoke on it. He hasn't said anything. So it continues and it gets worse. So people are like going even harder and digging even deeper to where they playing videos of him in the background with Lil Durk, and he looked like he up to something. You know what I'm saying? Now, did you ever have any run-ins with OTF Jam?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I'm young, you know what I'm saying? Even though everybody, you know, seen me since the beginning, you know, I was a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? I was one of the youngest running with the older guys, you know what I'm saying? So I know him. I know Jam. I've met Jam many times, but Jam did so many years. He got locked up when I was young, bro. I think Jam did 12 and a half or 12. Like, that'll put us back in 2012, 11, you know what I'm saying, like that. Or no, he been out. Okay, he been back booked though. You know what I'm saying, for a minute. So he came home, wasn't even out. I don't know if he was out a year. You know what I'm saying, but he did. I think maybe he got out of what 2022 or something like that, or 2023. But he been gone since 2011 or 10. So you know that'll take me, you know, somewhere at I'm probably like 12 years old or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a shorty, you know what I'm saying? So I went, he was took so long when I was a kid, man. Like, you know, I ain't get a chance to really jam with him, no pun intended, like the rest of the guys, folks. He been gone so long. Like him and bruh, folk, them like big bro them, you know what I'm saying? But I was young enough, but old enough and advanced enough to see and be around for them and meet them. But they got took away from me, or out the streets from us, from our era, folk, when everything first kicked off or was about to kick off. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't get a chance to even lock in with not just like me or things like that, but just like a lot of the guys had to re-meet Jam them, folk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't get a chance to do all that with us when we was young, like we all did with each other. Folks and them kind of like spent a lot of that booked. You know what I'm saying? So niggas gotta be reacquainted for real. I ain't gonna lie, folks.
Now, what's crazy is I had an opportunity to talk to Big Mike, right? And you know, he's Wooski's older brother, and he was one of the cats who was around y'all's side for a little while there. And Big Mike had talked about this. He talked about the fact that he was locked up with Jam. And he said basically when they were locked up in the whole BD world, Jam was getting mad respect. Like he was like, people were scared of him. Like he was really putting paws on cats. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like really putting it down. And if you went to, he made the statement in our interview, if you went to any prison in Illinois right now, or even in Indiana or anything like that, nobody would ever believe that Jam was a snitch. You know, nobody would ever believe that he had flipped on Durk, because they were on the prison yards when Durk was taking care of him, putting big money on his books, everybody going up to Jam to get stuff for him, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's tripping people out, the fact that he could be the guy that people are saying is one of the informants in this case. What do you think about what Big Mike said, man?
See, that's why I said, like, even, like, and that's a fact, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, to just even wait to even really try to, like, dissect or even put that on his name, because, like, Jam been tested, bro. Like, Jam been tested. This not like a nigga who ain't been tested, for Jam did more time than a lot of niggas could survive in this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga couldn't get 12 and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, he took that, folk. I ain't gonna lie. Like he been tested, folk. Like he ain't do 3 or 2 or 5. Like that man did a long time, gang. Like 12 years ago, man, I was a whole different little boy, man. Like 12 years ago, I wouldn't even me right now wouldn't even with me from 12 years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time.
That's damn near half my life ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I'm like, man, so he been tested, bro. It's gonna be hard to break Jam up until this point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like up until this point, it's obviously hard to break him, bro. You know what I'm saying? The man did 12 years. I ain't say nothing.
Now, from your opinion, what would you think about? I mean, because it's been put in the lyrics, it's been put all over there that Lil Durk was taking care of him. He came home, Lil Durk gave him 50 grand, car, place to live, all of that, man. So for him, let's say it was true, and he did turn on Lil Durk. Like, what in the world? What could possibly motivate somebody to do that?
I ain't gonna lie, nothing for on BD at that point, cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't know really what more a nigga could do to make it not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, it's just like a lost cause. Like, that's just what it is. I couldn't have did no more than that for a nigga. I ain't even giving $50 for on BD. Like, 500 for a nigga give you 50 for. A lot of niggas folk did a lot of years and came home and had to just be in the world and get a job at McDonald's or something. I'm folding them like niggas ain't come home to no bread, no motion, no this and that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't come home to that, folks.
I'm glad you said that because most people, especially I hope the younger cats out there, they listen to this. Most people, and especially all my life growing up, I've seen a lot of the street cats, they come home and they end up going back to trying to get just a regular job. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole glamorized, I come out of jail, my homeboys give me 50,000, 20,000. That doesn't happen.
Bro, that is damn mythical. Like, boy, you don't know too many niggas that happened for. I don't know no nigga who came home and had, oh yeah, they go a 50 piece. What? Like, come on, bro. That's bro. If you coming straight home from the joint, G, 50K is life changing money, folks. Like, because you at this point, folks, you can come home and immediately put yourself right on your feet. You can go take a dub, get a car, a crib, and everything, and some wardrobe, folks. On BD, you know what I'm saying, and then have another 30 ball put up to pay rent and move around and get something going for yourself, folks. That'll put you on if you getting to the world. On BD, if you know what you doing for 50K, give me 50K right now. I'm telling you, I'm not looking back, folks. You know what I'm saying? It is just 100, folks, and I can run up a 50 easy. But I'm saying, like, you can that's money that a nigga real life make himself, you know what I'm saying, straight with, folks. So it's nothing a nigga could do, folks. Nothing else, folks. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, he couldn't have. It's no motive you can have once a nigga do that, folks. On BD, you just at that point, you just like up at that point, folks. Smirk can't do nothing better than what he did, folks. Smirk would have gave him a 10, he would have been turned. Like, nigga ain't no nigga got that, folks. Like, niggas not coming home to nothing, G. I'm telling you, when niggas come home, folks, niggas be having a rude awakening, folks. On BD, a lot of niggas don't even be able to migrate to society. It's so hard. Imagine coming home, G, and you ain't no Smirk, though. Like, bro, rent so high, everything's so high, bro. You come home, a 2-bedroom, 2,300, like, you not finna get on your feet right now, bro. You finna go to your mama basement for 2 years after you come home doing 12.
And that's normal.
Yeah, bro, that's normal, folks, because right now, bro, it ain't the time for no fresh out, I don't got no motion, I gotta get back on my feet. No, bro. You them that need a jump start like knowing Smirk to get right on BD, cause bro, I'm telling you, life right now for an adult expensive as hell, gang. Like it ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? This shit, I'm talking about for rent them that it doubled in the last 10 years. G, like, folks, like, you not gonna be coming home thinking you finna be in this, finna migrate to this society, folks, without no help on BD, nigga. You need all the help you can get, folks. So you come home knowing Smirk, nigga, that was the perfect. Oh, now this I know I'm gonna come home and be able to do something decent because my homie gonna blast me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't come home. That nigga probably come home, a couple hundred guys put up 20 or 20, 50 something. You probably have a $500,000 pot when you come home. If not with you know what I'm saying? If you know a couple niggas getting money, might even be a couple thousand. But niggas, you walking around with half a $100. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's crazy.
That's unheard of, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But okay, man. So I want to ask you, I want to move on then, man. Because, you know, OTF Jam, we'll definitely see if what happened in this situation. Because to be real, he's not listed in the indictment. So, you know, it's kind of weird that his name was automatically thrown out there and people automatically started to speculate on his name. It's like one blog might have put that out there and then everybody just kind of Tay Capone. I wanted to ask you about somebody who's actually listed inside of the OTF affiliates, or one of the OTF affiliates listed in this indictment, right? There's a guy by the name of OTF Dede. Now, OTF Dede, his name has been circulating around a lot as I think it's pronounced D-ski as a rapper. He was going around, and he had a tough time, man, a couple years back, where a video came out and he went through some tough situation, right? Crazy enough. But he found himself listed into this indictment. And what do you think about his situation going forward? First off, are you familiar with him? And if so, what do you know about OTF Dede?
Yeah, man. You know, I've been knowing Dede, man, since we was since I was a shorty, man. Dede used to be on the block with us, man. Like, you know, Dede know me. You know what I'm saying? I know Didi for like I definitely know Didi for like Didi used to be on the block. I used to be on their block. We used to be on the land together too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely know who Didi is. Didi situation is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, Didi, not even just a rough couple years. Even before that, bro, you gotta understand, Didi was home because he got free for murder. So he spent a lot of time, man, booked. You know what I'm saying? I think Didi came home in what, like 2018 or 2017 or something like that. And like, you know, after and he was still like he was out on bond. He wasn't out free. You know what I'm saying? So he been out. He fought a murder for like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And then he was still fighting a murder for some more years, but the time hanging over his head. For you ain't never had to like be in a world with a like 50 burger hanging over your head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you in the world, you trying to live your life, but like, you got 50 years over your head. Like, on phone them, like, you going to court, every court date, it's like, damn, fool, y'all really ready to go to trial for this, fool? Like, whew, you know what I'm saying? Like, your life in their hands, folks. On Diddy, he went, he beat that. You know what I'm saying? But also in the midst of being home for a body, he got in a situation you was referring to, that little thing. That was the whole situation. Then, you know, he ended up actually later down the line recently coming up from under the murder. He beat the murder, you know what I'm saying? The whole time, now they basically saying you did this while you was fighting the murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, now they like, all right, okay, you was fighting the murder when this happened. You know
and that makes it looks a lot wilder too, don't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he been having a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? And he been trying to overcome. So I know, like, I don't even know if he had a break since 2014. I think that's when all folks and them went down. It was like the end of 13 or 2014. I remember it was him, Zoo, 922, Vaughn, all four of them got booked for B's in like 14 for on big. So, like, he been going through shit basically the last 10 years nonstop.
And what's crazy is, what do you think, man? Like, all right, he bounced back from that one situation and then immediately caught the murder charges. And I interviewed, I don't want to spoil it, but I interviewed somebody who was actually locked up with Didi, and we're working on that on the back end right now. The interview's already done. And he was locked up with Didi, and he, similar to OTF Jam, Lil Durk was taking care of him. Like, he was taking care of him based on what he was saying, like really taking care of him. So it's like, it's crazy, man, that a lot of people put Didi's name out there as well as a potential, you know, he's definitely a co-conspirator in the indictment, or one of the people listed as a co-defendant in the indictment. But man, there's nothing so far where people can say that he's telling.
You said they trying to say that about him?
Yeah, that was a rumor about OTF Dede as well, because there was even a post that was made a year ago where somebody said that he had Lamron members all in his paperwork or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, none of that came to be proven true or anything like that. But I'm just saying, it seems like social media is real quick to throw that label on people.
Yeah, like that's what I was finna say again. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Diddy another nigga. He been tested, folks. Like, I ain't gonna put that on niggas, folks. Like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go through for a reason to be still like easily associated with that type of shit. Like these niggas.
And the guy he was locked up with, I can give this out. He said there ain't no way in the world he would ever believe that Diddy would ever say anything on Durk, or even put Durk in his case, or put anything. You know what I mean?
I'm just being 100. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's exactly how I feel. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, these is niggas, like I said, bro, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But it's until like we could read that or know that, I wouldn't even entertain that on those guys, bro. Just knowing those guys personally and knowing how they feel about each other, I will wait till real facts on that matter come. You know what I'm saying? Because just me knowing these people personally, knowing their relationships, man, like, you know, they thick as thieves, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they is, for all these guys that you asked me about in their relationship, Schmirk, he's just his real friends.
Now, what's crazier is you had your own situation where somebody put a rumor out there on you falsely. Mm-hmm. Like, do you understand? Are you like more sympathetic for their situation? Because in those situations, you really can't you know, it's hard to defend against the internet, man. It's such a beast.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and that's why you gotta just wait because, like, bro, that's to make you suicidal. You'll be, bro. You will real life like be fighting ghosts, folk. Cause, like, bro, one thing I had to realize, folk, even about social media is like you really can't. You can't beat that, folk. Like, you can't win. Not you can't beat the internet, but you can't win because you always talking to people that you really can't see. You know what I'm saying? They always can get under your skin and make you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, feel some type of way and get down, and you know they can, cause it's a lot of them. It ain't a lot of you. You gonna be defending yourself against hundreds of people, like, you know what I'm saying, and thousands of people, tens of thousands, millions of people, and like
do you remember? Do you remember King Yell? And my bad, I hate to cut you off because you were spitting. Do you remember King Yella's situation last year?
Yeah.
And I was interviewing. I had an interview already set up with him in the middle of that. So the night all that is going on, where people is the Las Vegas report comes out and all that, and people are like in it, like he's trying to defend himself on live. He's like telling people, like, you can see it weighing down on them kind of, but he ended up brushing it off because, you know, it was similar to what you're saying. You cannot beat the internet, bro. It's just you gotta develop a thick skin if you do what you guys do.
Yeah, that's why, and I ain't even gonna lie, it's kind of good that, not that they in jail, but that they can't see what's being said. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you know what's being said, you don't know how deep to the degree it's being pushed. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they in jail and they know what's being said. Probably I'm sure they're aware. But to not be able to see how much is being pushed, I think is a good thing, folks. Because that'll hurt niggas, folks. And that'll make niggas want to crash and tweak and all type of stuff, folks. You know? So, like, that's all, folks. Like, it just, you know, like, one thing I've known about the internet, though, bro, like, this is one thing for the internet is, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the internet is, like, way more negative driven. Like, positive stuff don't get the same push as negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like negative engagements, negative everything, bro. Like, negative stuff is what is going viral. Like, things where people, anything negative is what get all the, like, clicks and the clickbait and the engagement. Like, all of that, folk, it's going to get it all. You know what I'm saying? The positive things a lot of the times get swept under the rug. It's not really discussed. It's not a deep dive into something that went good. But, you know, when people, like, want to see how bad of a person you is or try to pull skeletons out of your closet, they devote all the time, effort, and energy into that. You know what I'm saying? Like
yep. And you see it with the blogs, man. Like, anytime Say Cheese post something positive, or Chicago Wave, they post something positive, crickets on the likes. And I noticed that. I always notice that. And then when they post something, so-and-so is dissing so-and-so, man, that thing goes viral to where that rapper is in the comments, dissing the other rapper. It's a thing, you know?
Man, and it just make, like, a lot of platforms get, like, driven by it, bro. And they see what get they channel hot, and they'll start just attacking it. Like, now they would have went from just not even trying to engage on no positive. Now they just off, what next negative thing that's gonna get me 80,000 likes, or, you know, this and that, you know, like, they trying to figure out what else to spice up the world and turn their platforms up. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of, you know, people capitalizing off other people's demise. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you just turning yourself up, put money in your pockets on the backs of, like, highlighting people downfalls and bad moments. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, it is what it is, bro. It's just the truth.
All right, Tay Capone, man. Now, recently you started going viral, man. First, I want to congratulate you about your recent birthday, man. It looked like y'all was turning up.
Yeah.
I saw some story posts, though, man. It looked like some good times right there.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So now, but recently you went viral this weekend because of a video you did, you know, while you were doing your regular blog about Bricc Baby. And you were talking about the whole situation with Bricc Baby and Quando Rondo, man. Now, what's crazy about this, since we were talking about the Lil Durk situation, is Quando Rondo is allegedly a Rolling 60 Crip. I mean, he's claimed to be a Rolling 60 Crip. That's been public knowledge forever since he came in the rap game. Always had the Crip chain on, everything, right? You see him, Lil Pop, Lil Tim, all banging and throwing up Rolling 60. And it was said that they might have even went out to LA during the time of this whole situation where Lil Pop lost his life under the guidance and protection of the Rolling 60s because he's allegedly a member, right?
Right.
But crazy enough about it is one of the most well-known Rolling 60 members in social media or on the internet right now is Bricc Baby. And people have accused him of being one of the people who turned on Quando Rondo. And when confronted with that question, he said that his allegiance or his alliance was with Lil Durk. It wasn't with Quando Rondo, even though they banged the same gang. Now, collectively, a lot of people behind the scenes smacked their head and were confused and were like, what in the world is going on here? How is that even possible? And how could he say this and still be going back to his hood and stuff? Now, you made a statement on your blog and you were talking about it. What do you think about the whole situation?
Man, I just feel like, bro, like, I just want to know Bricc Baby angle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he worked for No Jumper. So I know, like, that click farming thing exists, bro. Like we was just talking about in the last question, like, what can be said that could be turned into a viral clip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like even with Bricc Baby, he done been, said Gucci Man got good book for in the interview for what? Like, I don't even know why he said that, but I guess when it's gonna twist it up and it's gonna go viral, you just I don't know why somebody would play with Gucci like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. That's the environment where they work at. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my thing be with Bricc Baby is like, bro, you advertise as a street nigga also. You know what I'm saying? So which one is you working? Is you a job dude? Are you going viral off what you said and it don't really matter about the substance, or is you a street nigga? You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, like, even with me, like, I do my platform thing. You know what I'm saying, bro? But even me, when I'm doing my one folk and I'm on there doing my stories, bro, as a street nigga, I gotta know what I cannot say. You know what I'm saying? What I cannot leave out there for misinterpretation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta know that. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a street guy. You know what I'm saying? That is what I am, bro. Even if I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm making content and I'm giving content and I'm speaking on my life and we doing all that and we bonding and everybody getting to know me, but I still gotta do it with a certain way because I can't, I'm still who I am, fool. You know what I'm saying? So it's so it's a certain way I gotta go about my business. You get what I'm saying? So, like with Bricc Baby, folk, with all the things he do, I just want to know which one he working. Is you a street guy? Because you could be a street guy doing content, but you gotta do it a certain way, bro. Because you a street guy. At the end of the day, right? It's your occupation or not. It's mine too. You know what I'm saying? But if you just on some, I'm a no jump, I'm a content creator, the street politics and what I say that shouldn't be said don't matter to me no more. Alright, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know which one he working because, he done said some things, bro. Like, I seen him admit that he would have dropped Quando Rondo low if Durk asked him. After folks and them got the indictment.
Like, who would say, like, I wouldn't even say that joking. Like, why would he say that?
Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why, bro? So you wanted to get indicted too then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanted to be a co-defendant with Smirk. You know what I'm saying? You admitted that, you would have dropped a nigga low for. And I tell niggas this all the time, gang. Like, I got out of town homies. I got niggas who I met during my life, you know what I'm saying, in my career, folk, that I rock with tough, folk. But I'm not never in my life finna be out here dropping lows and partaking in things, folk, with guys that I met, folk, when I was rich and famous or when I was doing well or in the better part of my life, bro. Like, people don't even be testing niggas for real and they be ready to put their life and freedom on the line for a nigga. Like, we ain't been broke together, folk. All we know is being around each other when everybody bills was paid and everybody was turned and linking up on some this the great part I like. You niggas want sleeping on them floors and on them pixie mattresses on the projects or watching my back in the streets with me or none of that, folks. So why would I go and help you kill a nigga? You know what I'm saying? And then, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, when you drop niggas low, that ain't even the respected part of being, like, doing that shit, folks. Like, a low dropper, that's for hoes. I ain't gonna lie, that's dude, bro. You get a drop niggas low. Like
I noticed that in the O Block case. It seemed like the guy who dropped the low, everybody was disrespectful. Were disrespecting him in turn because he didn't confront the situation that came to him. Instead, he dropped his location and kind of almost called for backup and put those guys in the jam. You know what I'm saying? Where they could have probably fought or did whatever they had to do right then, and some people would be on the street right now that wouldn't that are gone, right?
My point exactly, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Like that shit ain't even respected in our line of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you the low dropper. Like you just like you kind of like the goofy there. Like you just a nigga who knows some information and you like a weasel or something on BD. You know what I'm saying? Like you not a nigga who changing a nigga or like stepping on that business on BD. Like you ain't in that car, so you really just like, but you gonna get the same amount of time as the niggas who's in the car. So you gonna be less respected. You doing a less respected role for the same amount of time. What the fuck do that make sense at? Like we go to jail for this right now. You get the same 50. You might even get more because that's sometimes what they do to the niggas. G, because how the judge and the state look at it. If you don't drop low, these guys don't even kill him. He'll still be alive if it wasn't for you. Point A. The nigga who dropped low, them that more responsible for the nigga who pulled the trigger, bro. Just because they wouldn't know where to come kill this man if you ain't tell them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas will end up with even more time than the shooter, folk, because you want to just put niggas lows out there, folk. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand what's the point of admitting that you have nothing to gain from saying that, folk. Nothing.
Yeah, that was a wild thing to say. And maybe like you said earlier, maybe he's just trying to do the content game and go viral. But still, you kind of towing the line right there, man. That's a little crazy.
Yeah, it's like, bro, and then like it's kind of cringy because you broadcast as Durk friend. Like when you ask him, he talk like he Durk homie. But you the same guy who sat up there before they got indicted and basically told the feds that folks them did. Oh, I heard they can't say Slap for Vaughn no more. And then they like, they like asked him, like, why you say that? Why you say that? He like, what? You don't know? And then he said Lil Pop. Like you said the nigga name, bro. You said the nigga name after four of them who was acting like they ain't know what you was talking about ain't say the dude name. You said the nigga name, G.
I thought I was saying crazy, but whoa.
Bro, and this before the indictment. This before the nigga ain't even know this was gonna be what, G. Like, yeah, you put that out there. You talking about you my mans, folks.
Now, what's wild is there's a documentary that was dropped by a guy by the name of Swamp Stories, and it's been going viral since last night. And it talks about Bricc Baby, and a lot of the things that you're naming and that you talked about on your live is some of the things that he was talking about. Was basically like, what type of cat would just because of somebody's fame and you met them famous would turn their back on the people that you're supposed to have helped establish as far as like your actual gang. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a crazy situation because, you know, prior to what people might think, you know, just my knowledge of how things work in California, that's not a normal thing. That's not like most people won't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, but you know, some people some people maybe they might say, you know, I don't know him, so I'm gonna snake him out. And it's gonna get to another question that I'm gonna ask you in a little bit when we start talking about some of these younger cats out here, where you have, you know, it seems like the cat with the fame sometimes has so much more influence on these other grown men that it's crazy.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, that's why you gotta, the influence, you just gotta, like, even with us, bro, like, I know how much influence I have, you know? That's why every time I'm even talking, I try to, like, leave people with something, or, like, leave a nice impression on people, bro, or something like that, because I even know with me, like, how much I can affect something, or, like, how much whatever my people's perception of me is matter, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's important, you know what I'm saying, to say the least, fool.
That's right. Yeah, and I believe you, man, because the way that things have been playing out on social media, it seems like sometimes it's better just to leave a little impression of something positive. So that way people just know that you're not all the way, you know, co-signing or supporting all this to the max. You still want to see better for people at the end of the day, right?
Exactly. My point exactly.
Let me ask you about these shorties, man. All right. So Tay Capone, man, I wanted to ask you about some of these newer things that are popping up in the Chicago drill rap scene. Now, one of the biggest things that's been popping up is this Trap City versus Bloodhound. You know what I mean? Now you got Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Bloodhound Q50, Lil Scoom, even though he was something else technically, right? And then you have Trap City Taro and some other guys over there with him. I think another guy by the name of A-Ski and some other cats, right? So in this whole situation with them, they're basically going and battling in the true drill rap form like you guys did back in the day, where it looks like they rapping and battling through rap, but they talking about real stuff that's going on in the streets allegedly, right? Now you made a message on one of your lives where you talked about these new cats in the rap game. Could you elaborate and how do you view this whole Trap City versus Bloodhound situation?
I mean, I just view it as real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen things like this. You know, I've been in real wars. So I know when the wars is real and it's real. I don't want to say too much. I just know it's real. You know what I'm saying? I just know it's real, man. And, you know, it's basically, it's good to stay out of both areas right now.
Now, you're from 600, right? So in that whole little corridor there between all of that and going all the way back, it's hard for people to realize how tight all these crews are. So when it comes to Bloodhound and Trap City, like these cats aren't that far apart. And for a long period of time, they had an alliance for like over 10 years. And you know, allegedly, well, according to what Tiro told me in our interview, that Vel had said, one of his homeboys, Vel, who lost his life, it all started over a chain or whatnot. And since then, it's just been going back and forth and back and forth. But you say it's just a crazy situation. And at this time, you'd stay out of both of those hoods?
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I'm gonna be 100, even with that situation about the guy Vel, is that Carter? Yeah,
exactly.
The man,
he's
like,
one whose sister ended up getting shot at the funeral as well.
Yeah, and it was so crazy because I remember seeing that man interviewed. By the time I seen the interview, he was dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that literally came. I think the was that on the couch or something like that. They dropped
on the couch TV.
They dropped that, and by the time I was looking at it or seeing clips of it on the gram, the guy was dead. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know, that was like the eye opener. You know what I'm saying? Like, this how real they thing is. You know what I'm saying? That boy was just on here talking, talking about the situation yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And or I just seen the clip come out yesterday, and that's like the boy I'm seeing talking, he gone. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what I'm saying. You gotta like understand these people. It ain't that, man. Like, you gotta stay out of their way right now. It's not no way you need to be hanging with either side, bro. Because like I say, you know how wars really get bloody or bad, bro, when you really knew each other in the beginning. Like, that's how all the real wars that go south really turn crazy. Because if we was homies, bro, that mean I know your hood and you know mine. You know what I'm saying? So a coming through here that's a op, no, I know how to come through here for real. I used to be over here. You know what I'm saying? I used to be on these blocks.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? I used to hit these cuts with y'all. My auntie stayed on this block. We used to hang in the park right there. We used to go to these stores when we all was homies. You know what I'm saying? So we get into it. If it's real steppers on the table, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go way crazy. Cause we know how to slide. We know how to get through here. We know how to make it back. From here, we basically from over here.
Yeah, that's a good point. God. And the fact that they were all homies, because you have Trap City Taro, one of his homeboys one of his ex-homeboys, they was doing interviews together and everything, is Vert 7900. So it's like, they was like getting their first little start, and they so young, man, it's crazy. They were getting their first little start in drill rap together, and now they're split apart because of this situation. And like you said, they know each other like no other type of war would be at it, because number one, they know everybody knows each other's faces, everybody knows each other's moms, dads, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you say that makes it way worse, huh?
Man, bro, that make it way. That's how our beef was. Like, we knew them niggas, bro. They knew us. You know what I'm saying? We went to school with them. We used to play basketball at the center with them after school, man. Like, go to each other's mom's cribs and have sleepovers and shit. You know, like, bro, all of that. Then it just went left. Like, and that's when it go bad. We all knew each other. We knew how to get at one another, folks. We knew where each other was at 5 times a week because we all was in school. You know what I'm saying? So you brought up to a nigga school. Our schools was going up, folks, when it first went up, because everybody knew where everybody was at. Everybody knew where everybody was at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, and there was a whole bunch of crazy stories about y'all schools.
man, bro, I swear to God, even in grammar school, it was like that, bro. I'm still, like, our grammar schools was into it and everything, folks. Like, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? So it go left when y'all really come from that back then, folks, because we know each other, like, to a T, like the back of each other's hands, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know a nigga like the back of your hand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be able to get up on a nigga something sweet. You know a nigga schedule. You know a nigga got basketball practice on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 6. You know all of that. From BD. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it went up bad in our hood, folks, because we all knew each other. We knew each other where everybody went to school, where everybody went and grandma stayed, and where you be at 3, 4, 5 times a week. We all knew it. So once it went up, it was like, it was bloody, folks. Because everybody knew how to catch everybody. It was sweet at the first. It was the sweet, easy pickings when we first got into it.
That's crazy, man. And that makes it a way more dangerous situation. And they call it the game, but it ain't no game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, folks. I'm telling you, that shit, man.
So what do you think about these? What do you think about these shorties out here now that are rapping and stuff? The youngsters.
Man, they different from, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even gonna lie, they ain't different from, like, me. But they different from, like, my generation, folks, because, like, even when I was growing up, gang, I feel like the streets was turned, but it was a lot of rappers still capping in they raps back then. Like, not to say it's not some now, but gee, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I keep my ear to the streets. I'm in the rack. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the first young niggas. You know what I'm saying? So the young niggas fuck with me, for, and I'm gonna tell you right now, gee, these young niggas now, they all sliders, folks. Like, back then, for my day, the shorties my age that was getting wild, you was surprised. Like, damn, it's really like y'all getting wild on me. Like, now I'm surprised if a nigga not getting wild. Like, if you not getting wild, I'd be shocked. You know, bro. Like, I think every shorty got a gun, blow they gun and everything now. Like, they damn near got to, bro. On they force. See, at the beginning when we was coming up, for it was like the beginning. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas had to find their identities. A lot of niggas wasn't bred to be savages and killers. For this was the beginning on BD. But some was. You know what I'm saying? But now, these niggas coming in, gee, they first gun they ever touch is a switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas used to get doozies, for revolvers, shit like that for your first gun, for, like, if I would have had a switch when I was 14 years old, I'd have caught a hat. I'd have caught so many, man. I would have caught so many hats, boy. Look, I would have caught a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie. I would have caught some shit.
Yeah, and it seems like, and I've talked to other rappers. They said this something similar to what you just said there, Tay. And they said that, yo, these cats now, when you go and you see they crew, everybody got something with extended drum or something. Everybody got something with a switch or a button on there. You know, everybody got something like that, man, which is crazy.
I swear to God, I ain't even used to see choppers and shit. So I was, like, in the streets for years, bro. Like, that shit that, like, wasn't just laying around for. That was some shit that, you know, in everybody's hood, they got spots where they keep guns there and shit. Like, that's some shit that sit in the crib, folk, until it's really go time, folk. Or, like, if it's really, like, wartime and you feel like the ops to slide, you would have that bitch patrolling the block, you know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't just be riding with a Drake or with a AR. You wouldn't just be in a car with them big ass pipes, for that shit that's, like, reserved for certain situations and circumstances on them. Like, now, bro, belling out, 2 shorty got ARP, 2 shorty got Switch 30s on BD. Like, they belling out two Drakes or a Drake ARP, for them coming. Drake ARP, mini ARP, mini. Man, they got them, fool. I'm telling you, G. They got a fully automatic ARP. They putting a button, built-in button on photo. You can't even tell it's a button. Like, it's different, folks. You nigga be 14 with a button and an ARP. Like, how you can't? How they ain't gonna get ugly? You don't phone them. You know what I'm saying?
It's too much firepower for that age, man. You know what I mean?
Come on, folks. And they just laying around, bro. Like, I'm telling you, they just laying around. Like, bro, I'm telling you, these many guns ain't exist. It's like they went out that many amount went on the street when I was a shorty. Like it was a lot of them, folks. And if you was your hood was really like that, and your big homies was really, like, invested in it, you'll have a hood full of guns, folks. But it's like, all these pipes is, bro, they ain't go through the Doocy phase. They ain't go through the 380 high point phase, folks. All these hoods got switches, Drake, AIP. That's really it. Like, niggas ain't even really told nothing but switch. You know what I'm saying? AIP. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake. That's really all these shorties they play with, folks. They don't have no nothing, folks. They don't got Doocy's, revolvers. They don't do none of that, folks. I'm telling you, they ain't doing none that don't got a that ain't fully, they don't even want that. They ain't riding with regular guns, folks. They just, everything got a one tap. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is that turns up the situation even more, because it's almost guaranteed that because let's be real, back in the early 2000s or the 2010s, whatever, there can still be a shootout and nobody get hit. You know, it happened a lot.
Hell yeah.
Nowadays, with all this firepower, man, it's like somebody getting hit. You know what I mean? And that's where it looks like we are today. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's always, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, gonna get hit, folks. And you got shorties out here that ain't even got aim with 4-5 hats because they just got a fully, or they got a Drake, or they got something so big they just taking it out, folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they doing the work for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas don't know about having to really aim and get up on something, because you got to deuce 5 and you got to make these work. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, they don't know about going and sliding with a 6-shot. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have a revolver and you got to make these count. They don't know about that, making it count. That's why they just want to have a fully. They don't even feel comfortable without no fully or a hairpin or something like that make they shit go, because they ain't catching them. They ain't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have to go through that. They guns.
All right, Tay Capone. Now, recently, a new set of interviews has dropped with DJ Vlad, and he's actually interviewing Lil Tim, man. So what is your takeaway? Have you seen any of this interview yet?
Man, yeah, I've been seeing clips. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing clips.
Now, I know that's a tough situation because King Von was one of your homeboys, man, but what do you take away from this whole interview and this situation? Because I was talking to Big Mike about this as well, and, you know, he had a relationship with King Von as well, but he was really, his reaction was he was upset about everything that transpired that night. He felt like this was an avoidable situation. You're out of town. It was just something that didn't have to go down that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree with that. I do, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, one thing I try to not dwell on, bro, is like, you know, V. Roy, folk, at the end of the day, he made his decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is who he is, folk. And that was who he was to his last day, folk. You know what I'm saying? He is who he is, folk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you know, I honestly feel like folks them didn't protect the brand. Honestly, we all know how he was woken up and that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, like, it was preventable, but, you know, Von also played a big role in it being a situation in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, you know, it is what it is, bro. Like, I'm past blaming this folk. I do blame guys still, but I don't want to keep driving the point home. You know what I'm saying? Because Von is the leader, bro. On for them, and a lot of this, bro, like, they not leaders. They is followers, folks, on BD, and they won't. It's not a lot of that's gonna be like, no. You know what I'm saying? I know that knowing this, folks. So I'm not. I didn't even honestly. I didn't expect too much from too many that I know was that at night, knowing this personally. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I kind of expect to do what did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even, because I know people. For Von is the leader in the face for a reason. A lot of niggas is followers and just around, and then they rolled for reasons also. For, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even 5 niggas niggas sitting around Vaughn on a daily basis that'll be like, nah, fall back. You know what I'm saying? I not know that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't, I'm irritated by it, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I wish folks were still here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was some shit where, made their name off him. You know what I'm saying? Like they made their name off him. They became important because of him. You know what I'm saying? Like they already had important friends and still wasn't important. You know what I'm saying? Their name came from doing something to somebody who was important.
Now, what's crazy is, yes, Lil Tim, he's gotten a lot of fame off of this situation. He's getting a lot of looks and eyes off of this situation. But a lot of the details keep coming out too. So when I say details, I mean video footage. And recently there was a video that surfaced online, and it showed Louis, man, who from O Block, who I guess was one of King Von's best friends. And it looks like he's running around across the parking lot, and it shows the moment he's shot. You know what I mean? And he ended up getting shot in the head by police and ended up having some life-changing and altering injuries that he still wears to this day, still goes to surgery to this day, man. With all of that being looked at and everything that you see transpired during that night and the possibility from going to one trajectory or one run route to the other, at the end of the day, was the fight and all that worth it to you?
Hell no. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, man, that one in. Bro, I remember that happened 2 days before my B-Day, man. I'm getting ready for my B-Day, man. That's my whole B-Day up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole B-Day. Like, it wasn't like I was just, like, not able to celebrate my B-Day. I'm just saying, it was like, the first couple days after somebody like Von died, G, it's just a sad day, even on social media, G. Every day is filled with nothing but love and sorrow for him unfolding, man. It's like you come in trying to celebrate, I ain't look crazy. It's my B-Day. It's just like I'm the only thing that's celebrating. Like, only that was celebrating around the time Von died was people with birthdays, G. It wasn't nobody on the internet happy. Unfolding of nobody. Not that I was following or nothing. Everybody was shocked, hurt. Everybody's story was about V-Roy. It was crazy. I couldn't even get that shit off my mind. I'm somewhere getting drunk, high. I'm opening my phone. V-Roy face everywhere. I'm damn, fool.
And what's crazy is it happened on what? November 6th or November 7th?
November 6th.
So that's very close to your birthday, man. So every year, is that almost a reminder? Because there's always a shout out a couple of days before your birthday.
That's why I hate it happen, because it's like I got to live with that every year till I die on road. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be celebrating folks' death day every time. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, fool, bro.
That's crazy. Now, today, some footage came out, Tay Capone, of a situation that took place in LA with PNB Rock. Now, there was a lot of rumors about his shooting being a setup and stuff like that, but the video actually dropped today of what happened in the PNB Rock shooting. And even the news agencies are reporting that one of the employees that worked at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles that he went to actually set PNB Rock up. So they're saying it wasn't the girlfriend, even though a lot of people said that. They're saying it was one of the employees at the restaurant. Yeah. And they got them dead to rights, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, right? Now, in a situation like that, what do you think, bro? And the dude went to rob him. He didn't even give him a chance to hand it over. He just shot him immediately.
And that's so bogus, bro. Like, and this is why, like, it be so crazy, G. Because of just, like, bro, my thing is this, man. Like, we done, even with, like, V-Roy, G, like, we ain't get this far. Like, when you become somebody, bro, I feel like, honestly, G, people need to think twice about killing you, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, G. Like, you gonna take this man like this PNB Rock, G. That's how I feel about the that did that to Pop Smoke. That's how I feel like about V-Roy. That's how I feel about any real prominent person. That's how I feel about the that did that shit, the Nipsey and everything, bro. Like, this fool, y'all killing real major faces. Not saying these guys that walk on water should be treated different, but it's like, bro, they is different. When you put in the work and you put in all they done put in to get to this point, bro, you supposed to be treated in a different light. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do all this to be treated the same. I could have did the same shit y'all was doing then. You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to treat who ain't the same. Like y'all gonna rob the world of these men. Y'all gonna take so many people, bro, and hurt their hearts, folks, because y'all wanna be business, folks. Y'all wanna turn something into something else. And all these situations sound similar in that note. Y'all turn something into some bigger. Killed them. You know what I'm saying? Pop Smoke. You couldn't just rob him, you had to shoot him too, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, you all you G that take these type of people at the peak of their powers and y'all just loosely take them out the game like they not those type of people. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? I hate it, bro, because it's like y'all ain't even thinking. Y'all gonna lose y'all life because nobody that kills somebody at those type of upper echelons get away with it. They all either go to jail and have to beat it later down the line or they get cracked for it. All of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a nigga that killed a nigga of that type of upper echelon that's free or ain't been at least charged for their murder. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
and especially these robberies, and they shoot them. Like your whole objective is to rob them. Just take his stuff and go. Why shoot somebody when you already got they already given up their stuff? You know what I mean?
Hey, you wanna know what's so crazy? I see what they said. Also, they said PNB Rock had a pipe on him.
Yeah, in his back.
And on the back of his waistband, so I don't know. Maybe dude knew he had a pipe and he blew on him because he knew he had a pipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if they never saw a pipe on his waistband. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they just stupid, bro. It's just stupid. And like I say, look at the who weaseled out and dropped this low. He gonna go and fight capital murder too. You know what I'm saying? You dropped the low for what? To get 70?
Yeah, basically to be thrown in the same charge, man. It's senseless.
Bro, you just changed your whole life, bro. You already ain't shit. You work at Chicken and Waffles. Like, come on, bro. Your life already fucked up, folks. You like the doorman or the cashier at Chicken and Waffles, folks. You not on BD. So now you gonna get PNB Rock killed, and now you really not on BD. You booked, finna go to jail and serve the rest of your life. They might put your on the death row around in Cali.
And that's a possibility, for real.
For real. Better stop playing, boy. Cali don't play. They got 3-strike rule and all type of shit, bro. They'll lay some leather on them, boy.
And it's not a gun-friendly state. So anything with a gun involved, you really see an extra time. You know, they don't play about that.
Man, look, only that's safe out there is juvies, folks. You a shorty doing shit, you might get away with it. You see the Pop Smoke, he killed Pop Smoke as a juvie, and that was basically got juvenile life for that shit. It was home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's for some juveniles, yeah, that's a blessing, man. If they under the age of 18 or whatever, because they raised the age to 18, I believe. So yeah, juvenile life, which is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Now, with that being said, Tay Capone, we've talked about a multitude of things today, man. We went over a lot of the things that's happening in this hip-hop game, but it wouldn't be right if we didn't give you an opportunity and a chance to shout out everything that you got going on in the future. If you got movies coming out, if you got anything going on, go ahead. Tay Capone, the floor is yours.
Man, appreciate you, bro. I just want everybody to go follow my YouTube at Tay Capone, man. TayCapone. Man, you know, it's my baby right now. If you want to keep up with me or you want to watch me grow or watch our platform build and turn into something great, man, I suggest you just come there. All the rest of my social media handles, you'll know, honestly, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's important to follow my YouTube right now.
Nice. Well, Tay Capone, I appreciate you coming out, man. And I can't wait to link up with you again. And man, we do this one more time or another time or plenty times in the future. And with that, we out, bro.
We out, man.